Welcome to Beacon Marketing's Video of the Week. My name is Roger Gallegos, and I am the CEO and founder of Beacon Marketing. This week, we're going to continue our series on showing your audience love by talking about becoming a leader in your market. Now, before we get into the topic of the day, or the topic of the week rather, for those of you who may have not seen the previous videos for this month of February, we are covering target audience and how to be a resource over a salesperson. When promoting a business, it can be real easy to get into a salesy mode where it's all about closing a sale. And while that might work in the short term, over the long term, when you're trying to build a foundation of trust and turning a potential client into a long-term client and then into an advocate, you really want to be a resource. If you're just going to go on a sale, then it's transactional, and they're much more likely to move on to the next person that's going to give them the best deal rather than stay with you. When you build a relationship off of trust and they look at you as a resource, they're more likely to stay with you and forgive you for any faults, and even stay with you when competitors offer lower prices or some sort of different deal, because they say, you know what, even though I could get a better value over there or a perceived better value, this person here or this company here, they've always treated me right. I have a relationship. I don't want to change. People really are adverse to change, but you have to give them a reason to not to change. And part of that starts in the marketing process, and that begins with positioning yourself as a resource. One of the ways you could start doing that is to position yourself as the leader in your market. So that's really what today's video is about. It's about getting to how can we as marketers and as business professionals position our business to be seen as the leader, because people want that leader. They really want to follow it, a leader. And if you don't give them that, they will go search somebody else. So you could really show your audience by love by raising your hand and saying, hey, we're the ones that you should follow. We're the authority. And you should have that confidence because you have the confidence to start your own business, to go out there. So really take it to the next level and show people that you are the authority, that you want to be the one that the others can go to have their answers, the answers to their problems, to their pain points resolved. So let's jump right in to how you can be the leader. So first off is do some competitive research. Go look and see what your competitors do. Understand who is seen as a leader now, and what can you do to usurp them. And if there is no leader, then like I said, don't be happy with the status quo. Be the leader, but understand what others in your industry and in your market are doing, both locally and nationally. So when I talk about market, I'm kind of primarily saying talking about the local market, but what happens when there's no local leader, they'll often go to a national leader. So, and once they go, that's kind of tough because then it becomes about pricing on a national level. So try to position, so it's important to understand the landscape of your research, of your competitors, and understand who is at the top of the mountain in terms of preference and who's really garnering the majority of customers, and say, how can I siphon those and really get people to think of me first? And the way to do that is understanding who else is out there, what they are doing, and try to position yourself to say, we could do it better. The next thing is understand your target audience. So this really kind of bleeds in with the competitors, because you guys are going after the same audience, presumably. But when you understand your target audience, when you understand who you're trying to get into your tent, so to speak, then you can really speak to their pain points. You can really understand what they are looking for in terms of a business and how to someone to resolve their pain points. So, and that will be much easier to position yourself as a leader. So, look to really do some research into your target audience. We have a video and there's some blogs on, we have previous videos and blogs on how to understand your target audience and what the little steps you could do. So check those out if you have any further questions. Develop a strategy to reach out to them is the next thing. So once you understand who they are and where they get the information, that's a big point, is determine a strategy. How are you going to reach out to them? Is it going to be through email marketing? Is it going to be through social media? Is it going to be through standard or traditional methods of marketing like standard mail or TV ads, whatever it is, or even through radio, whatever it is, position yourself as a leader. Is it something like a new sort of form of media like podcasting, or going out there trying to get on the news? Whatever it is, you have to raise your profile. So once you understand who your target audience is, develop a strategy to reach out to them to where they get their news, so they start thinking of you first. That's really what it is. You're trying to raise your brand awareness. So this whole idea, this whole concept is so once you understand who your target audience is, go out there, develop a strategy to reach out to them, to increase your profile, to increase awareness about your brand, and really position yourself to be the leader they're looking for. The next thing is be part of your community. And that is what we're talking about. That can be part of your strategy, is join any local networking events or networking groups. Join a chamber of commerce. There's usually multiple chamber of commerces in any city that focus on general different areas or group or different types of people. So join those and be part of the community. Give back to charity. Be part of that. Have your logo be present on certain things. Show that you're sponsoring if you can, or give your time and your knowledge and your expertise to people. Show that you really want to be part of something bigger. And when you do that, again, it's just about raising your profile and showing that you want to be part of something bigger. And well, actually, that's what it does by being part of the community and giving back. The next thing, and might be the most important, it's be yourself. And what I mean by that is just let your brand come through and be authentic. That is the biggest thing that you could do for your audiences. Let them know that they're dealing with real people and not just a faceless brand. That's with the national companies. You could go to any numerous companies, and I won't call any out specifically. We know who they are. You know who they are. But when you put a face to your company or a brand, and they say, we know those people because they always call us by our first name, or they always laugh when we go in there, or they just make us feel good. Whoever you are, let that come through in your messaging and how you deal with people on a day-to-day basis, how you deal with other businesses. Whatever it is, just be authentic, be yourself. That will come through, and that will help solidify yourself as a leader, because people will say, I want to do business with that company because they know me, I know them, and I just like working with them. So really, that's what it is. Let's recap. You want to do some competitive research, look into understanding your audience, develop a strategy to reach out to your audience once you have an idea of who they are and what they need. Be part of your community. Really become an integral part, someone people look to, and then be yourself. Be authentic. And if you do all those things, you will raise your profile. You'll raise your brand awareness, and you will rise to the top of your market for your industry, and show people that you are a force to be reckoned with, and that people should do business with you because you're willing to put the work in to be that leader. And it takes some time. It's not an instantaneous thing, but if you do those little things, eventually you'll get there, and your business will be much better for that. So that's it for today's video. Let me know what you think of this video. Check out the other videos. Before I go, I do want to mention the Definitive Marketing Strategy Guide. It's something that we developed to help businesses, small and medium-sized businesses, develop a customized marketing strategy that is suited to meet the unique needs of the business. So if you have any questions about that, please let me know, and I'll be happy to set up a phone call or email you directly and let you guys know how that can improve your business and how you market your business. So that's it for me today. Have a great day. Check out the other videos, and I'll check back next week where we'll be talking about giving back to your community. You guys have a good one. Thanks. Bye.